Drives Lives with Steve Harris.
This is BBC Radio Solent.
Always excited to talk to our Drives Lives guest tonight, because it's an excuse to talk about baking and cakes and generally quite tasty things. She is Emma Goss-Custard. She is the director of Honeybuns Bakery in Sherborne, and she joins me now. Evening, Emma.
Evening, Steve.
Good to talk to you. Let's start. Should we start with book stuff? Because we followed the progress of book number 1 quite avidly over the last year or so, and you're starting to look at book 2.
Yeah, it's really quite exciting. I mean, we were very naive when we got the offer for book 1. We didn't really know what we were doing. And it's been really pleasing to see that the sales have, in a really tough market, they've actually been pretty respectable. And there seems to be a genuine need out there for really tasty, wholesome, easy, gluten-free recipes. So, yeah, we're starting book 2 just after Christmas.
And when we talked to you about it, the first book, that is, you were maybe a little bit cagey about putting the recipes out there for people to make themselves. That's something that you're feeling a bit more comfortable about with book 2?
Yeah, I think we've got to take it on the chin that there are lots and lots of people now, which is a brilliant thing, particularly in the recession, doing their own tabletop enterprises and getting stuck in launching their own businesses. And I think that we're to a point we're kind of developing all the time. It's not as if by putting our recipes out there we're going to suddenly lose all of our customers and lose all of our trade. Yeah. We've got to kind of embrace the whole development of the gluten-free market, and if we can be part of that and share some of our knowledge, I think that's a good thing.
Well, and the fact is as well that there are people who will bake and there are people who will not bake, and I'm clearly in the latter category, but I like eating cakes. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to eat cakes because I haven't baked them, you know?
You're our target audience, Steve, I would say.
Yes, that's music to your ears. So that's exciting. Also, though, you've been working on the new website, and you've spent a lot of today and this week running around taking pictures of your food.
Yeah, I'd love to be able to say I was doing it, but it's a lady called Lucy Heath, and she is brilliant. She's going tonight to London, actually, for a Bloggers Award, which she might win.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and again, there's a really lively scene at the moment whereby it used to be very traditional photographers. You had to have a big budget to be able to afford them. You know, they charged a premium amount, which would be way out of our budget. But now, because of the kind of democratisation of blogging, loads of really skilled people out there who are willing to charge less, then we've had a lot of fun doing the photo shoot with somebody like Lucy, who we can afford, and get some really creative stuff, and everybody's a winner. We can really help to promote her, and we get fabulous pictures to use.
Yes, and always good as well, the difference between a good picture which makes your food look appetising and a bad one which doesn't can be the difference between making a profit and not, I imagine.
It's absolutely pivotal. I mean, particularly when you're online as well. Yeah. And again, like I say, it's ferociously competitive. There are so many really talented people out there, and I think it just makes you up your game the whole time. Do
you know off the top of your head? I should have asked you this beforehand, but do you know what Lucy's blog is? Can we have a little look at it?
It's Capture by Mama. As in Capture by Mama, M-A-M-A.
Got it.
And if anybody puts that into Google, you'll find Lucy Heath, and she really is talented.
Good stuff. We wish her good luck for tonight. And just entirely off topic, but I suppose potentially a good source of eggs if everything works out. You've been running around the place with some chicks today.
Yeah, really exciting. One of our chickens, we've just got a couple of chickens around the back of the little cafe, the Bee-Shack Cafe, and one of the chickens went missing. We assumed the fox had had her, and then we discovered that she was sitting on 15 eggs in the compost heap.
Wow.
And they hatched yesterday. There's still one hatching right now as we speak. And we've got 13, and they are baker's dozen, I guess, and they're absolutely beautiful. They really are gorgeous. So, yeah, hopefully that's a nice counterbalance to some of the grimmer news.
You always make it sound like such a blissful existence there in Sherborne. I always end the phone calls feeling eminently jealous, but it's lovely to hear that things are ticking along nicely.
Oh, thanks so much.
Thanks for coming on. Emma Goss-Custard, who's the director of the Honeybuns Bakery